Hello, and welcome back to another episode of Real Life All Day Everyday podcast. I'm your host, Morgan.
And I'm your co-host, Jennifer.
We're happy to have you here this week.
Yes, we are.
So, Jennifer, been up to anything fun the last couple days?
No, just playing with lights, because you know I like lights for decorating. All the little wire lights, is that what they're called? The Valentine lights that I have had up and move around. See where they're prettier. And
Yeah.
of course, just being here for you, because you've still been sick.
True.
I'm not going to say that's fun. It's not unfun. But, yeah, I actually enjoy being around when people are sick. You say I don't do anything for you, which is not true. But, I did make you that one little drink with the turmeric and the, hot water, turmeric, and raw honey.
Yeah.
And it helped, didn't it?
Yeah, it did.
It seemed like a lot of turmeric. It was only
it was a lot of turmeric.
Next time I think I'd have it, cut that amount in half.
By the end of it, I had I drank the rest of it, and I just got chunks of turmeric, and I was like, ugh.
I know. I think half the amount would be.
It took me
work
back.
just fine.
It took me back to the powdered calcium days when you put that in my PB&J sandwiches for lunch.
When you were in elementary school.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you couldn't drink milk, because you were lactose intolerant, and so it was the only way I could get calcium in you. Which is strange, because that was back when we used to give liquid iron.
Yeah.
It was a dropper in the bottle.
Yep.
And you loved it. You took it without any problem. And so I figured, sprinkling the powdered calcium on your PB&J would probably work okay. But it backfired, because you said it was all gross like sand.
It did. It tasted very, very chalky. So,
I'm not going to apologize. I was just trying to get enough calcium so you can have strong bones.
True. But then I always had root beer milk for lunch in middle school.
Yeah, I didn't know that, but good for you. And it never made you sick.
Oh.
Maybe you faked it when I tried to make you drink regular milk.
Well, it's because you never got like the Hershey's chocolate syrup to put in there.
Oh my gosh.
Because you're like, no, we're not going to put this sugary syrup in this healthy drink just so you can drink it. I definitely would have done. I mean, I would have used it.
Of course you would have. But you remember, I don't know if you do, I never taught you guys about putting sugar on your cereal.
Yeah.
Or putting salt and pepper on your food. I don't know why. I just, I do know why. I figured cereal usually has enough sugar in it, doesn't need extra. Although Rice Krispies with milk and sugar, a little extra, tastes so good. But they're just not good. That's one of the foods that, I guess doctors, like, I just read this somewhere, and I can't cite the source because I don't remember where I saw it. It's one of the foods that they would never buy, would be sugary cereals.
Right.
I think there were 3 things. One was sugary cereals, pop, but I cannot remember the third. And that'll make sense.
Yeah.
Which reminds me about us talking to your doctor today.
Yep. Went to go see the doctor because I've been sick, and ironically enough, as soon as we left, I was like, okay, I'm starting to feel a little bit better. And as the day has progressed, I've been feeling a lot better, so I'll be happy to go back to work tomorrow, but
Well, and remember, we were driving over.
Yeah, we were driving over. I was scheduled to work today, and we were driving to work, and I looked at my hands, and I don't know. For some reason I just had this like thought where I was like, I lifted my hand up off of the steering wheel, and I just took one little look at it, and I was like, my hand does not look right.
Yeah.
And so I put that hand back on the steering wheel, took my other hand off to look at my other hand, and I'm like, that doesn't look right either. So I put that hand back on the steering wheel, and I'm like, so I don't know if I should probably go into work. So I remember I called in, talked to someone, and
why did you think you couldn't go in? What was weird about your hands?
Because I mean, it was like yellowish.
They weren't yellowish. They were yellow.
They were like, my hands were yellow. Okay, yeah, they were yellow.
The palms and fingers.
The palms and fingers of my hands were yellow, and
Yeah.
I was like, that's not good.
No, and I could tell, like, you were instantly freaking out.
Yeah, I was like, I don't know what
I'm not laughing at you.
Yeah, you're laughing with me. I know. I'm laughing now, but I'm also like, at least I took the right precautions. You know, I called my doctor, set up an appointment, went in today, had him kind of just check me out. And I was feeling fine. Like, I was feeling fine. But then in that moment, I was like, great, now I'm going to be sent home early because of this.
Well, you say you were feeling fine, but you weren't sounding.
Well, I know, but that's the thing. Well, yeah, my cough was a little scary, but I was like, how bad it was this morning. It was very, like, every now and then, which it hasn't been that way the last couple days.
Yeah.
It's been almost like consistent, and so I've been, you know, clearing out my sinuses, and yeah, it's just not fun. Every time I get sick, it's always like I get super sick.
Yeah, because you don't get sick very often.
Yeah.
But it was interesting talking to your doctor, because he said something about alcohol, and your response was like, I don't remember, but it was like you were a little hesitant. I'm like, is there something you're not telling me? And then you're just like, no, I don't drink alcohol. And then I said, but he does like energy drinks, like Monsters and Red Bulls. And
but we should also explain, you wanted to go to the doctor with me.
Oh, yeah, I went.
Because you wanted to meet my doctor.
That's not why. You act like I'm going so I can flirt with doctors.
No, I'm not saying it for that reason, but you wanted to know who I was, like, going to see as my main doctor.
Yes, because we did talk a little bit with him about, you know, how we have to be advocates for ourselves, and sometimes we need to have someone else advocate for us. Like,
yeah,
you know, make sure we've covered our bases, or,
yeah,
you know, and so I just was asking him questions. Did Morgan tell you about his brain surgeries? Did he tell you this and that about he doesn't have the corpus callosum and blah, blah, blah. And we're going to talk more about your brain situation, how you're born and all that in maybe our next episode. I think we planned that would be our start of your story. But I just wanted to make sure, like, so I was asking him, like, can you, like, do a full blood panel on him, listen to his lungs, look at his feet, I mean, everything, right?
Yeah.
And you're just like, Mom, he checked all that stuff last time, but he did not last time do a blood panel, so he did that this time. Because you thought you had jaundice. And then he was explaining, like,
Yeah.
it always usually starts in the eyes,
Yeah.
and that your body was just fighting off this bad cold that you have, and that was why your hands were yellow. That's what he
Yeah.
assumes it is.
Yeah.
But he thought, we'll check the liver function too, and I like that. I like that they want to rule the big things out.
I mean, yeah, I do. I agree with you there. I do think that it's, good that I had all that done. But in a sense where, of course, now I look at my hands and my hands are a little bit, they're better. They've
Yeah.
gotten better throughout the day as it's, as it's going on. But that's the one thing about that just I'm sure it scares anybody. I mean, ask any of our listeners, ask anybody in the world. They get blood drawn, they have their blood tested, they panic until they hear the results. You panicked when you were waiting on your results too.
Oh, I instant panicked. Well, used to be like, it seemed like for years and years, if I had some test done, it was like closer to the end of the week, and I could never get the results till like Monday of the next week.
Yeah.
So it made for an incredibly stressful weekend.
Yeah.
And I do think that's a normal human reaction, is to not necessarily panic, but to worry.
Yeah.
And you're just thinking about it, because it's the unknown. You don't know what the results are.
Yeah.
And, yeah. So, but he said they'll call you tomorrow, so that's nice. You're going to know tomorrow.
Yeah, but he's probably just gonna leave a voicemail because I'm gonna be working.
That's true.
So.
That's okay.
I'll wait until I get off work to listen to it and just not think about it. Because I'm not worried about it. I'm not stressed about it or anything.
That's good.
But if anything, the thing that I was more stressed about was how many times they had to poke me to get that much blood out.
Oh, yeah. How many times?
Like 5.
Really?
Yeah.
Whoa. That's because you were not drinking enough water.
Yeah.
Probably.
It definitely was because of that. Because I did not have that. Yeah, literally what we were drinking when we were going there was not even good.
It was not water.
It was not water. It was not healthy in general. So.
No. But we had still, and we talked to him about, I mentioned the energy drinks.
Yeah.
And I admitted I like them too. And I get the sugar-free ones. And he was saying they really are bad for you. That he actually had a patient in the past who had a heart attack because they drank too many of those energy drinks, and which means they had way, way too much caffeine.
Yeah.
So then we asked him about, like, the news, or you hear, I think right now we are so bombarded by products from every angle that can help you with this, help you with that, the GLP-1 medications, and you don't hear the side effects until something bad happens, right?
Yeah.
And so I'm like, we asked him about coffee. Well, we hear now that coffee is really healthy. You should have coffee. But when he talked about it and the downside of it, there's so much more that makes it not good for us. And then I was even mentioned, which I've known for years, I used to give you guys, make orange juice when you were little. But instead of, I think it took 3 cans of water to mix up one of the frozen ones.
Mm-hmm.
I put 4 cans of water. And the reason I did it then was to stretch it out, make it last longer. And that might have been a good thing because then it cut down on the sugar, I think. Anyway, I said, so instead of energy drinks, I guess juice would be better.
Yeah.
But he's like, not really, because juice is all sugar. Better to have the whole fruit. And so we just kept talking, and like between the three of us, we're like, well, you just have, whole food, drink water. Once in a while, you have a little bit of whatever else you want, but not as a daily. On the daily, water should be the thing.
Yeah.
But it got me thinking when you mentioned that somebody had a heart attack and how all the bad things that energy drinks can do for you.
Mm-hmm.
Or to you. It's, I don't know, there's something clicked in my brain today when he was talking about it, because the news says it all the time. But then, flip the coin and there'll be a commercial about Red Bull gives you wings, right?
Yep.
Or Monsters, or I haven't seen many commercials about rock stars, but and all the new drinks. And then The Rock came out with a new drink, and it's supposed to be better, but it also has sucralose in it, which is apparently not good. So better to stick to the things that are nature made, nature created, right?
Yep.
So we got to try better about that. And a reward. Sometimes I don't know, does anybody else think this way? Like, oh, we had a nice week, or oh, let's go out and get a drink. I don't mean like, let's go get a coffee. That shouldn't be it's all the way we think.
Yeah.
What would be a better reward? Mark, what do you think?
Well, I don't know. I mean, realistically, if you think about it, with the, like, what you've kind of talked about in the past about, like, I don't know, people who join gyms and they, like, start to lose weight.
Uh-huh.
They have either a goal set in mind, or they have, like the ideal weight that they're trying to reach. And so once they reach that goal, okay, what's their reward? Their reward isn't something that's going to be high in sugar and high in sodium and all this stuff.
Might not be food.
Might not be food. Usually what you've always talked about is that your reward when you reach that goal is either a new pair of shoes, or I don't know, just something new that's going to help you benefit from that change.
Yeah. Socks, or
Yeah.
shorts, or t-shirt. Who doesn't need another t-shirt, right?
Yeah.
There probably are people who don't, but I'm not one of them. I need more t-shirts.
Yeah. Gosh dang, I gotta update my wardrobe, I feel like.
Yeah, you do.
But that's off topic anyway.
But yeah, something that's not a food reward is probably better.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's something to think about. But that was a really interesting conversation we had with your doctor.
Mm-hmm. But that's also the thing about you, is you always try to talk everybody's ear off, and like, he had a job to do and he did it, and then he was like, I'm out of here.
Thanks a lot. I wasn't trying to talk his ear off. I just had valid questions. Like, don't you think?
Valid questions for someone who wanted to sit in on their son's doctor's appointment. Yeah, totally.
Stop it.
I'm just kidding.
Anyway, okay, I won't go next time.
You probably will, but you'll just wait in the waiting room because
Okay.
of how much you like to talk.
Well, I think he enjoyed talking to both of us.
You'd mentioned something about a list of things to do every day to be happier, healthier.
Yeah. I was just thinking, I think I said this early in the new year. I see these articles, and I said in our last podcast, I think, episode, we can always find what we're looking for. I guess I've been looking for articles that give you lists of, the last one I read was about how to, have a good life after 70 or something. Why was I reading that? I'm not 70, but people apparently who are happy and living good past 70 do 30 things every day. Like, it could be meditation or mindfulness or exercise, but 30 different things they either think about or do. And I was telling you, if I just focus on those 30 things, I'm going to get nothing else done. And I don't want a list with 30 things on it. I think 3's good. 3 to 5, that's it. And I'm not taking somebody else's list. I've read so many articles about this stuff. How to be happier, how to be healthier, how to be smarter, how to be communicate better. And sometimes you're just like, I'm done with all that BS. I'll just do the 3 things that I think are going to make the difference for me. Because everybody's, in quotes, an expert. We have to be our own experts. That's always what it comes back to, right?
I guess so.
And there's 3 things we got to do every day. Wake up. Well, I guess you don't have to, but wake up, go to the bathroom and brush your teeth. It's kind of stuff you do every day, right?
Mm-hmm. But that's just normal, everyday, personal hygiene habits also. So.
Yeah. So I guess you can have 3 more things after that. 2 or 3 more things, I don't know. I just want to keep it simple. And
you want to keep it simple. Look at the dining room table.
Listen, buddy.
No.
I don't want to have a list of 10 things to check off. Although I love lists, and I do love checking off my list.
And then you like losing the lists because you can't remember where they are.
Because if the paper's pretty, I write it again, and I'm like, it looks better on this paper in my list. I don't like it all digital, although when we go to the grocery store, I do love that. Keep note, because I put the check boxes in there on my phone, and then you can check it off. I do love that. That's pretty amazing to me.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't want everything all digital, and I don't want everything all paper. Gotta have some of both.
True.
But yeah, it gets overwhelming to see these all the things that successful people do every day. Really, do they do all those things every single day? No, they're human. They have days when they're like, no, I'm gonna lay in bed for a little longer today. I'm gonna play hooky. I'm gonna read a book that I found super interesting for 2 hours instead of 1. I sound very rebellious right now, but
you do sound very rebellious.
You get what I'm saying, right?
I get what you're saying, but it's like, it's just part of how life goes. You get in a routine, and of course, for some people, it might be 30 things, it might be 10 things, it might be 5 things, but
I have
the people that are doing those 30 things throughout the day, they're physically active people that are out there doing something. And then they're coming home trying to keep up with that pace and that speed of what they were doing throughout the day while also trying to relax.
I have a great idea. I'm going to do, according to the day of the week, I'm going to do that number of things each day.
Oh.
So the The first day of the new week is Sunday. I'll do one thing on Sunday that's really good for me. And then on Monday I'll do two. Wednesday 3, Thursday 4, Friday 5, Saturday 6. Did I count right? I can't remember. Anyway, hey.
Technically, you start on Sunday. That's day 1. You go to Saturday, and that's the
Day
7th day.
Oops, I miscounted somewhere. So Sunday I'll do one thing. Monday 2. Tuesday 3. Wednesday 4. Thursday 5. Friday 6. And Saturday 7.
There you go.
So there you go, because then...
But why are you holding up 8 fingers?
Just holding up my both hands. Anyway, 7. So what that shows is progression. Progress and not perfection. And you just add to it. And so I think I'm going to try that. I think I'm going to try that for sure. So tomorrow's Wednesday. I'll have to do...
There you go, using
4
your
things.
fingers to count.
Yeah. So tomorrow I have to do 4 things. Oh, great. So I have to think of 4 things to do. To be
Clear
a
off
better
the dining room
person.
table. Clear off the kitchen counter. That's 2 right there.
Cook dinner. No, those don't count. It's to be a better person.
I know, but live a... Oh my gosh.
Fine. I will clean out the dining room table and the kitchen counter. That's 2 things. Then I'm going to meditate. And write in my diary. There we go. I could write these down more.
What, you're not going to put them on the Keep? Or on your Google Calendar as a reminder?
No, I'm writing them on paper. Okay. What about you? Are you going to adopt that and do 4 things tomorrow? Well, you're working, so you can't.
Well, I'm going to wake up in the morning.
Uh,
I'm going to go to work. And then I'm going to come home from work and then go to sleep.
Oh,
Those
my
are my
gosh.
4 things. No, I'm kidding. I don't know.
Okay. Yeah, because there's some days when you're just like, you know you can get tons of stuff done. That's okay. Every day doesn't, I guess it's consistency that counts, right? But
Yep.
yeah, we gotta allow for a little inconsistency too.
Yeah. Well, because I mean, just like with it, everyone in any job or any environment, you need that little moment to like to make sure you take a break in between everything that you're doing to like just to actually take a break and to like reset your mind.
Yeah.
To totally take your mind off of everything that you've been doing. And then in the last couple minutes before you go back to whatever it was, you think, okay, what else do I need to accomplish? Or what else do I have to do in that certain thing with that certain thing? And then I can move on from there.
I don't think we're very good about taking downtime to just
No.
be, to just really relax, like, lay down and read a book or sit down.
Yeah.
Or just like you like to draw. Do something you love to do like that. Just draw. Or me.
Mm-hmm.
I do like to crochet and knit. If anybody doesn't know what those things are, we can explain. I feel like some of these things are just dying arts, like sewing even. Sewing is relaxing to me, but it's also requires a lot of focus. So when I say downtime, I mean something that really makes you feel relaxed.
Yeah.
Or that you just absolutely enjoy. I have been really enjoying reading Lisa Marie Presley's memoir to you when we're out in the car, because that's mostly when I read it to you, is when we're in the car. And it's funny. I mean, I shouldn't say, I don't mean she was funny.
Yeah.
She had a great sense of humor, but also she had some hard things happen to her in her life. But reading it to you, it's made you laugh, hasn't it? Some of her ideas, but that she had such a committed attitude about some things.
Yeah.
That were really, really good. I liked. Maybe I'll talk about it more after I read. Getting closer to the end now. It's definitely been worthwhile, worth my time.
Yeah.
Oh, because I didn't mention how it's written. It's written in both voices. In Lisa Marie's voice, which she recorded a lot of things like audio, and she may have written things down, and then in her daughter's voice, Riley. So there's a section that'll be Lisa Marie and then Riley. It's so interesting.
Yeah. Yeah,
Anything
that's true.
stand out to you so far about the book or either one of,
Not really. Not yet, anyway.
Okay.
I don't think it's gotten to that point yet. For me, anyway. Because I really haven't, I don't know. I just don't follow the Presley family like that.
Yeah.
Not as much as you do.
Yeah, I've been a fan forever.
Yep.
Okay, now what?
Earlier today actually at my doctor's appointment, he also mentioned that there were some other illnesses and things going around.
Oh yeah, he mentioned that he's seen a lot of flu, COVID, just bad colds, and starting to see some pneumonia.
Mm-hmm.
So we need to be careful. I just wanted to remind us and everybody, our listeners, if you're out and about and you feel like you need to be wearing a mask, do it. I do. When I was in, what store was I in? The grocery store the other day? Yeah, I think it was. And I heard two different people coughing. Not just one little cough, but kind of pretty hacking coughs. And I thought, I gotta put a mask on. Because even though I've had all the, had the flu shot, I had the pneumonia shot years ago, and all that, you can still get these things. Maybe they just won't be as bad, but I don't want any of it.
Yeah.
So if I can protect myself, I will, and I hope everybody else feels comfortable too, wearing a mask if needed. Or if they're in a situation like I was, hearing people coughing and stuff.
Mm-hmm. Well, and I mean, that's the other thing is it's just now it's just everybody's kind of like you said, they can just be careful and everybody can make up their own mind on if they want to wear them or not. Probably people like us and especially like you
Mm-hmm.
Given how you have asthma, that's also a good thing that you do wear a mask.
Yeah. So yeah, it's important to do what we can to protect ourselves. I mean, we can't protect against every single thing.
Mm-hmm. Well, I mean, it's not like that's like a... It's not like it's an odd thing anyway either. Because, like, even today we saw... Let's see... Like 3 or 4 different people wearing masks at the doctor today.
Mm-hmm. Well,
So,
they still provide them there when you walk in.
which they're always going to.
Yeah, I think
Which
that's
they're
nice.
always going to, and it's... Yeah. And did you have a thought for us this week?
I just can't stop thinking about my thought, my favorite one. From Helen Keller. I'm probably going to repeat it throughout the year more than once. One can never consent to creep when one feels the impulse to soar. And that's how I think life should feel, you know? I don't want to creep through life.
Yeah.
I want to soar. You know, don't we all, you know, look forward to things, to want to achieve things, and it doesn't have to be big things. It can be just to, you know, take care of your family. Make your home inviting, comfortable, safe place. There's so many good things to do that can make you feel like you're soaring in life. Being alive is soaring.
That's true. Yeah. I agree with that for sure.
Been a good month so far. I've definitely enjoyed it.
It has been a good month.
Yes.
It's crazy that it's almost over, kind of.
Yeah.
I mean, we're more than halfway through the month now. So it's almost as if the first 2 months of the year have gone by so fast. That's crazy.
I know. And the next month is such a wonderful month.
Yeah.
Green as can be, and sparkly and shimmery and shiny. The month of St. Patrick's Day.
Oh my gosh. That's true. I'm just looking forward to not cold weather. That's what I'm looking forward to.
It was freezing last week. This week's warmer, but I mean, it's cold.
Yeah.
It's definitely warmer than last week.
That's
We
true.
have been lucky, though. We've been getting some good snowstorms.
Yeah, but you haven't gone out in most of them, and I've been out in most of them.
Well, good for you. I see it through the windows on the door.
I know you see
I
it.
have been out in them. Just haven't been out driving in them. Although the really good one we got last week, I did go out driving in that. On purpose. And it was fun.
Yeah.
Oh, because I did a donut. That's what made it so fun.
Yeah, in the middle of the day.
Yeah.
While there were other people around.
Oh, I look all around and make sure it's, safe, and it was.
They just see this Nissan Versa pull up and they're like, haha, that's good. They just sit there laughing as we're attempting to do the donut.
I did it. What are you talking about? I know I'm a bad example, but I'm not going to apologize for that. It was fun.
Hey, I mean, it is what it is. Because, I mean, what was it? Like I don't even remember if it was last week or if it was Monday morning when I got the car stuck twice
right.
going to work.
I think it was Monday morning. Oh, yeah.
All
Well,
because of the
snowplows
snow.
hadn't been out yet, yeah.
Yeah. We definitely need to get our we need to be making sure we get winter tires put on every year.
Yeah.
That's no fun.
No.
Not having traction in the snow is just it doesn't mix.
Yeah.
So well, thanks everyone for listening.
Yes.
We'll probably be talking a little bit more about me next episode, just kind of introducing me more. Yeah.
Yes. It's going to be interesting.
In my story, I guess. But we'll see you on the next one.
Yes, we hope you all stay happy, healthy, and safe.
Bye.
Bye.